Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have a brand new episode in our card Spotlight series in which I look at a card that I feel is underplayed or underappreciated in Commander and discuss its merits. But before we do that, just a quick reminder to please click subscribe if you enjoy these videos. It's the only way the YouTube algorithm really notices me, and we're currently growing the channel and it helps me a lot. Much appreciated. And today we have a brand new spoiler from Phyrexia, or will be one. We're going to be talking about Koth, Fire of Resistance. Now I'm going to do a series on most of the planeswalkers, and this is going to be the first one because I love mono red. And Koth, Fire of Resistance costs 2 colorless, 2 red, and it's a legendary planeswalker Koth with 4 starting loyalty and +2. Search your library for a basic mountain card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. -3, Koth, Fire of Resistance deals damage to target creature equal to the number of mountains you control, and -7, you get an emblem with whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, this emblem deals 4 damage to any target. Now this is a sweet throwback to the old Koth. The old Koth had a +1 that untapped a mountain and made it become a 4/4 that could attack. It had a -2 that added red for each mountain you controlled, which is really good. And then it had a -5 ultimate, which gave you an emblem with mountains you control have tapped. This land deals 1 damage to any target. That was sweet, and you can see this is kind of like a mirror of that. Most of the abilities are kind of similar. The first one basically gave you an extra mana to work with if you didn't want to attack, and this new Koth just searches up a mountain straight up for +2 as well. So he starts with 6 loyalty basically. That's actually really good. So we have a red planeswalker for 4 mana that lets you draw a card with its +2. We haven't seen anything in this power level for red for a long time. That's awesome. The -3 is really sweet as well, so it's actually great removal in a mono red deck, but obviously you don't always want to use this immediately. You probably want to build up with the +2 unless you're in really dire straits. And obviously the ultimate's really good. You're going to be dropping those mountains and dealing damage to any target, which is fantastic. Then the -3 ability is actually very strong as well, because it's going to remove a creature by dealing damage to it equal to the mountains we control. Obviously this is only going to go in mono red decks pretty much, but there it's going to be pretty sweet because it doesn't even die to do it, okay? So it actually stays with 1 loyalty if you do that. So once you've removed a creature, you can then start +2ing it the next turn, and then it just makes it very easy to protect this. So it has a very relevant protection ability on its minus, and it has a really strong card advantage ability on its +2. That's kind of rare for a red planeswalker. And then the -7 isn't quite as game ending as the old Koth, because the old Koth just basically let you keep shooting your opponent's turn after turn after turn, or just removing all of their creatures. This is a one-off effect. It deals 4 damage, which is pretty strong, but it's definitely not as good as the old one. But it's also a lot easier to get there, because you basically get there in 3 turns, and this having that much starting loyalty makes it really hard to remove. So I think this planeswalker is actually very decent for the Commander format. It's really nice as well to see a red planeswalker that straight up gives you card advantage and searches for lands. I love that. I think that plus ability is really fantastic. This is really undervalued at the moment. I think it's only like $1 and a bit for pre-release, which seems surprising to me. I don't know if it's going to see play in Standard, of course, but I do feel like this could be a very good planeswalker even in Standard, because it has protection, card advantage, and a high starting loyalty. Those are all the hallmarks of a very good planeswalker. So there you have it. That has been our card spotlight for today. What are your thoughts on this card? Let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care. Woo!